All right, Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect worldwide that believe in this truth. I have another edition of GMS News and Prophecy, and I have an article from theinquisitor.com, and it's headlined, China tests ballistic missiles capable of reaching United States that could be fitted with 10 nuclear warheads. It's dated April 22nd, 2016, and it says China is testing what is considered the longest range ballistic missile in the world. The Dongfeng 41 missile is capable of being fitted with up to 10 nuclear warheads and could reach a distance of up to 8,700 miles. All right, now Dongfeng, when you look it up in the Chinese, is this Dongfeng 41 missile. The Dongfeng in Chinese actually means east wind. Okay. Right now, when you read the scriptures, it speaks about the Most High causing the east wind to destroy. You know, that's in the scriptures. All right. And also from the east, or should I say from the northeastern hemisphere of the world, you have Russia, which Russia also has nuclear missiles, along with North Korea and other countries. So China, North Korea, Russia, they're all a part of these nuclear-capable countries, and they're building better and better missiles. And this is an example. China is developing or testing what's considered the longest-range ballistic missile in the world. Okay, and this is prophecy. It says, if testing is successful, the missile will give China the capability to reach the United States and the UK with nuclear warheads, which has sparked international concern. All right. It says, the Washington Beacon reports that the Pentagon is concerned over recent ballistic missile testing being performed in China. All right. It says, the U.S. Strategic Command Commander Admiral Cecil Haney claims that China is investing a significant amount of time and money into nuclear weapons overhauls. The latest test, which was reported to have taken place last week, was regarding the Dongfeng 41 missile. The missile is the longest range ballistic missile in the world and is capable of carrying up to 10 nuclear warheads and an astonishing 7,456 miles when fully loaded. The missile's vast long-range capabilities and China's commitment to the stockpiling of nuclear weapons has resulted in the call for the United States to expand its own stockpile of nuclear weapons as a deterrent. Right now, I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago when Obama got in office, he was determined to actually lower America's nuclear stockpile. Now, I'm not sure how true it is, whether that was just something for the public to see, but America is becoming weaker while these other nations are becoming greater and greater. America's not that great superpower that it once was, you know. Going back to the 40s and the 50s, America was feared, man. China wasn't messing with America, neither was Japan, okay? Russia was slowly but surely gaining power, but overall, America was the major superpower on the earth. But now these other nations are becoming stronger. Matter of fact, and since I mentioned it, I'm going to go to the scriptures, which I have another scripture up. But before I get that scripture, excuse me, let's go to Joel, the 3rd chapter, the 9th verse. Now this prophecy is slowly but surely coming to pass. Now I'm going to push this prophecy as much as needed, you know, until it's manifested. So, matter of fact, let's go to Joel, the 3rd chapter, and Joel, the 3rd chapter. All right, I'm just going to read verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Let me zoom in. All right. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. the Chinese are heathen or Gentiles outside of the nation of Israel, most definitely. So it says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. That's why you see them parading around their military weapons, their nuclear warheads, their missiles. Same thing that Russia does, North Korea does. So these other nations are now being prepared for war. It says, let all the men of war draw near and let them come up. Beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Now China is known for its steppes in the mountains, for growing rice, manufacturing goods that shipped over here to America for cheap labor. Okay, China's known for farming, so it was mainly a farming nation. But now, the Most High is saying, beat your plowshares and the swords, okay, all right, and turn your pruning hooks into spears, so you can actually be able to fight your enemy, which is America, okay. It says, let the weak say I am strong, and that's what's going on now. Now, like 50 years ago, China was weak. 50, 60, maybe 70 years ago, China was weak after World War II. But now China is gaining these nuclear weapons through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Rashai. Now they're growing stronger, okay? And now they're even gaining the strongest, or I should say the longest range nuclear missile, all right? Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I, meaning the Most High, Yahweh Shem Rashai, sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay, so the Most High, he's planning to judge the heathen, and he's going to bring them into what's known as the War of Armageddon or World War III. Now, last week I did a lesson on, I believe it was Russia, okay? But now China has the longest range nuclear missile, okay? So you know, this whole World War III is gaining momentum, you know. Let's see. Let's go back to the article here. It says and here you go. It says in the caption here, it says military vehicles are displayed during a parade commemorating the 70th anniversary of Japan's surrender during World War II, held in front of Tiananmen Gate in Beijing. Right, and you can see they have the military vehicles with these nuclear missiles here, and I believe that's Dongfeng, where it says 21D. Okay, so China is also parading the missiles, man. Okay, it says while China has been testing the intercontinental ballistic missiles, Pentagon officials worry the advancements will soon make their way to Iran, North Korea, and Russia. Mark Stokes, a former Pentagon specialist on the Chinese military, notes that China and Russia have been increasingly coordinating military forces in a bid to overpower the United States. This concern also flows over to North Korea and Iran, which Stokes claims are nearing completion of their nuclear programs thanks to help from China. It says the Obama administration's policy on reducing nuclear stockpiles, like I mentioned, is not going to be reciprocated by China, Russia, North Korea, or Iran, meaning America's going down and being weaker, and these other nations are gaining strength. Okay? It says, but what is much worse is that China and Russia are increasingly coordinating their military forces against the United States, and that China's program of enabling North Korea and Iran to become nuclear missile powers is nearing completion. It's all the Most High's plan. It says the U.S. must quickly reintroduce tactical nuclear forces back to the Navy and Army to enable more assured deterrence of North Korea and Iran. It's more on this article here, but what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna read one verse from let's go to the Blue Letter Bible, and let's go back here. Let's go back to Ezekiel 38th chapter. I just want to read a couple of these verses. All right, this is Ezekiel 38th chapter in the 3rd verse. It says, "And thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal." Now this is referring to Russia, modern day Russia. All right, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws," meaning turn Russia back to the old Russia, to where it wants to gain superpowers, okay, through its military. "And I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with sorts of armor, even a great company," meaning other nations, other countries with them as allies, "with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords." It says Persia, which is Iran today, Ethiopia and Libya with them, other allies, all of them with shield and helmet. "Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them." Okay, so that's what Russia's main role is, to actually stir these other nations up into building their nuclear capabilities too. And you see it here with China. Okay? All right. So you know what? I'm gonna end it there. It was more in the article, but I'm gonna leave the link in the description as usual. A lot of brothers to really get into the article, get into the news, and praise Yahweh Shai for this development, you know, because World War III is getting ready to take place, you know. It's getting ready to come to pass. So with that, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles. And shalom to the elect brothers, man. We almost out of here. World War III is on the way. Shalom.